Draw 1.2. In this online training segment, we're going to review one of the most important aspects that you learned in the classroom with your instructor. In fact, if this one step is not executed with perfection each time, your ability to effectively use your firearm can suffer tremendously. What are we talking about? Your master grip. While a good stance using proper body mechanics and balance is essential to the overall stability of your shooting platform, keeping your firearm stable before, during, and after each shot is vitally important. Whether shooting with one hand or two, if your master grip isn't correct, nothing else will be either. There is a reason it's called the master grip. It must be the same every single time that your hand touches your firearm. When you fire your pistol, the process of it cycling through and chambering a new round is very violent. There is a tremendous amount of energy that is released in a fraction of a second. There are also opposing forces that will interact with your body. These forces are so fast that they happen before your muscles can counteract them. Recoil energy is always looking for the path of least resistance, and if you don't have the correct master grip, that energy will exploit whatever weakness it finds in your body, making your follow-up shots lengthy and inaccurate at best. This can cause ineffective shots and dramatically increase your potential for liability. Making sure that you execute your master grip with perfection every time is the single greatest step that you can take to ensure that both your control and accuracy always remain intact. Regardless of the holster you're using, the master grip is always achieved before your firearm leaves the holster. In addition, the safe operation of your firearm is dependent on correctly acquiring the master grip. If the master grip is not achieved before leaving the holster, the further manipulation of the firearm in an attempt to acquire the master grip can be extremely dangerous. Because you will be using your firearm in Draw 1.2, please make sure that the barrel block safety device is properly inserted into it and that you follow all safety precautions outlined at the beginning of this online training segment. Before heading out to the range to begin our practical exercises, let's take a look at what we will be covering in Draw 1.2. We will review acquiring the master grip while getting into the forward aggressive stance, disengaging all retention devices while acquiring the master grip, and adding dynamic movement. So let's head out to the range and let's start training. Welcome to the range. In this segment, we will be reviewing the proper physical functions of acquiring the master grip. To achieve the correct master grip, make sure that your hand is high on the back strap and the firearm is sitting as low as possible in your hand. There should be no gaps between the bottom side of the back strap and the top of your hand. The thumb remains up and applies slight counter pressure to the upper part of the frame. Your trigger finger should be just above the trigger and straight along the frame. With the proper master grip, the firearm should be in line with your lower arm. Remember that the master grip also incorporates disengaging all of your retention devices as your hand comes in contact with your firearm. Both of these functions should be performed before the firearm is drawn from the holster. For the practical exercises in Draw 1.2, please make sure that you have your barrel block properly inserted. Let's begin the practical exercises for Draw 1.2. ability to quickly access your firearm is dependent on the master grip. If the master grip is correct when you draw your firearm from the holster, then each additional process of getting it on target and having effective shot placement will be faster and much easier. We want you to continue to become highly proficient with acquiring your master grip. We challenge you over the next 5 days to log back into this online training segment and repeat the practical exercises you've just performed at least once per day. At the end of the 5th day, you will have acquired your master grip 500 times. By continuing to train on your master grip, the process of quickly drawing your firearm from the holster in a fluid manner will become instinctive. Should you have to draw your firearm in the line of duty, this series of exercises will decrease the amount of time it takes for you to get your firearm on target and ready for use should the need arise. Congratulations on completing the practical exercises for D.R.A.W 1.2. We look forward to seeing you next in D.R.A.W 1.3. Until then, keep it safe out there.